Hi, I'm Kevin, and I have a jam-packed episode of Will It Modular for you today. Not only am I going to show you an alternate build of the Newbury Haunted High School set that I've converted into a modular building, I'm also celebrating that this is the 10th modular building that I've done, and I've reached 1,000 subscribers on the Under the Bricks YouTube channel, so thank you so much. Stick around to the end of the video for a discount code, details about a new website, and a way for all of you to engage with me so you can tell me what set you want to see turned into a modular building next. Without further ado, let's take a look at modular building number 10. As you saw in that video, I've had a lot of fun with this one. There are so many pieces here that I got to use. It turned out to be the largest modular that I've done so far. So it's a full 32 studs all the way across the front, and this side over here is actually 32 studs deep as well. So it's approaching full Creator Expert modular size at this point. The reason for the kind of crumbled, broken down assembly hall over here on the left is because there were so many pieces left over after I'd already built a pretty sizable modular here. This one has been a blast to build, and as you saw in the video, I kept the hidden side functionality where you can transform the building into a kind of hidden side monster that has all the gloom and all of the ghosts inside of it. So I'm going to show you how that transformation actually works here, since there was some smoke and mirrors there in the video. I'm just going to move the kind of the assembly hall here over to the side, and we'll take a look at that a little bit later. So the way the gloom and the kind of the hidden side ghost part comes out, I'm going to move our heroes down here out of the way, and I'm going to start up at the top. So up here there's just a little hinge piece that lets you fold up these horns here. And then the balcony actually spins around to reveal this this kind of balcony monster here, or it could be the hair for the larger monster. Now the middle section I really like. It opens up like doors to reveal the eyes. Now if you have modular buildings on the side, it's only going to open up part of the way, depending on which modular building you put on the side and how far it sticks out. But as it is here, and if you have the assembly hall on one side, you can open it up all the way to show the eyes. And then the bottom section, there's actually a lever here on the back, which I'll show you in just a minute, and you just push that out, and not only does that reveal the claws down here at the bottom, but it actually moves the mouth in the doorway closer to the front and makes these little smoky tentacles come out of the side windows here. So I'll show you that again. If I pull it back and push it forward, you can see that mouth gets closer in the front right there. So as always, I'm going to give you a full tour of this piece by piece. So let's start with the assembly hall that I've set to the side. So this is the assembly hall section. Again, I'm going to get these minifigs out of the way here so we can take a better look at it. And it's got a lot going on actually on the inside. If I tip it up, hopefully you can see down inside here. Maybe if I turn it around, that'll show up in the camera a little better. So in the middle, there's this kind of compass object right here, kind of a remnant from the old school. You can see some banners hanging up on the walls over here, on the back wall and on the side, banners from the old school building. There's a spider lurking in the corner over there, and then just all these trees that have kind of overgrown and taken over the roof and made this whole section dilapidated. So this whole part of the school has been run down pretty badly at this point. But you can see there is still a Newbury bus stop here on this part of the sidewalk, and a little garbage can out front. So this section really helps fill out the rest of the set. It uses a lot more of the pieces. I've been trying to use more and more of the pieces as I've done each of these alternate builds. I didn't use every single piece in this set. That was pretty challenging, but there's only a real handful left. So most of them got used up here in the rundown part of the building. If you like what you see so far, click like on this video to help others see it too. And subscribe if you're not already. Now let's get back to the modular building. So this is the first floor, and it detaches from the second floor with a combination of tiles and studs there just to kind of hold it on. And let me show you what it looks like here in the close-up. So you can see we've got these claws that come out front. I'll show you what those look like from the side. And there's a little tab that you can pull here in the back that just slides those forward. They move really, really easily back and forth. You can kind of move them out with quite a bit of force, as I did in the video that you saw. And there's actually a little hook here in the back to kind of hold that latch shut, so as you move it around, the claws won't slide out forward on you there. So let's take a look at the inside. So through the front door, you'll notice there's some teeth right here on the door that are hidden when the door is shut. You'll notice these little windows, they can be flipped back down. And as we go on the inside, you can see that part of that door mechanism that moves forward. So the whole thing moves forward here and pushes out those windows. Sometimes it does get just a little bit stuck, but it usually works pretty well. Over here on the side, we've got a computer from the original set. We've got some maps and some bulletin boards, and we have some stairs here that lead up to the second floor. So let's take a look at the second floor right now. So this is the second floor. It has the section that opens up and reveals the hidden side eyes, which I was able to keep from the original high school set. I did add some eyebrows with the remaining claws that I didn't use on the first floor. And this is a two-part door that opens up, so you have to close them in the right order. This door closes first, and then this one has a little cheese slope here that kind of hides the seam, and that closes second. On the inside, there's a lot going on. We've got the skeleton over here, which is right next to the hole in the floor where the stairs from the first floor come up, with a little railing there as well at the top of the stairs. There's a desk here with a hot dog and a glass of water. My daughter actually made that desk. She's great at table scraps and interior detailing. And I was able to keep the bathroom from the original set. So you've got the plunger and the toilet paper, the bathroom sign, and the toilet there as well. Over here on the side, we've got a Newbury Squids poster here, and we've got some ladder rungs that lead up to the third floor, which we'll look at now. This is the third floor. The roof lifts off here. This little tree piece comes with it, and sometimes it does pop off as you take it off, but not if you take it off carefully. So I'll set the roof over here to the side. We'll look at that in a minute. And this is the balcony that spins around. I wanted each floor to have a different reveal mechanism for each of its hidden side pieces. I didn't want to use hinges everywhere or use rotational things everywhere. I wanted it to be a little bit different each time. So I was really glad when this spinning balcony worked out so well. And I was able to create this little monster and hide it behind some of these brown pieces here. Let's take a look at the inside of the third floor. So inside the third floor, this is the teacher's lounge. So we've got a nice fridge over here. We've got a whole bevy of snacks available. We've got a pizza in the middle of the table here. This is also the trophy room. So we have some trophies up here on the wall. We've got a double balcony on the back here. And over in the corner, there's a sink to wash your hands before you eat. We've also got a hole in the floor here for that ladder to come up from the second floor, and a Newbury High School banner hanging from the ceiling. All right, let's take a look at the roof. There's not a whole lot going on here. I loved the bell tower from the original set, and so I wanted to keep that here. You'll notice there's some bright blue showing up here, but it's completely hidden and stays hidden behind the clock of the third floor once it's all put together. This is also the hidden side feature that pops up and down. It's just a little bunch of horns here on a hinge. So those peek out over the top of the clock in the actual set once it's all put together. Otherwise, just some simple detailing came together, keeping the towers from the original and the bat on top. I do want to show you the back of this set before we wrap up here. So the back of the fallen down section actually has a lot of nice window work going on here. which is pretty cool. And then the back of the full modular features several balconies and a nice big opening right here on the back with a lamp, and you can see all of the balconies going up to the top. This is a very sizable modular, and just for comparison, as usual, I'm going to show you what it looks like stacked up next to the Creator Expert Pet Shop. So here it is next to the Creator Pet Shop building. You can see it's actually a little bit taller than that building, and size-wise from the side, they're identical. So they're a full 32 studs deep, and this section is 16 studs wide, 32 when you add the assembly hall that's fallen over next to it. I had so much fun doing this alternate build, and you can have that same fun as well, because I've made the instructions for this available for purchase on rebrickable.com, along with all of the other modular buildings you see here. Hey, so there's a couple things I forgot to add to that video when I originally shot it, and I want to make sure I add them now because I mentioned them in the intro. First of all, there's a discount code for any of you that want to purchase my instructions. Go to rebrickable.com or follow the link that I'm going to add here. And any of my past modular buildings, not including this one, if you use the coupon code WIM10, that's WIM for Will It Modular 10, it'll get you 10% off any of the instructions for my previous modular buildings. The second thing that I wanted to add was I want to get your feedback on which Lego set you'd like to see me turn into a modular next. Now, I used to be able to just ask for that feedback in the comments on YouTube, but I have to mark these videos as made for kids, which disables the commenting feature. But fortunately for us, over on rebrickable.com, there is a commenting feature. So head over to the rebrickable.com page, which I'm gonna put a URL at the bottom of the screen. I'll also link to it in the description. But go to the page for the Modular Haunted High School, which I just showed you. Scroll all the way down to the bottom to the comments section and type in the name of the set that you'd like to see me do next. Now I'm gonna give you 3 options, so I want you to pick one of these 3. All 3 of these sets could be turned into a modular building according to my calculations, so we'll see. But the first is the Lego Ideas Central Perk Friends Coffee Shop. So that's the first option. Second option is the Winter Village Fire Station. And the third option, I actually have it right here. Let's see if you can, I don't know if you can see that. We'll see if we can get the elevator to go all the way up to the top here. Yeah, there we go. Oh, and it just dropped down. Yeah, that's the Haunted House set from the Lego Fairground collection, and it is enormous and would probably make a full 32 by 32 modular. So it's probably full Creator Expert size once it's converted into a modular building. It's already a great looking building. There's a ton of pieces. That would be a fun one to do. But don't let me bias you. You pick the set based on one you already have that you want to see turned into a modular so you can build it too, or just whichever one you think would give me the greatest challenge. But I do want to hear from you. I want to be building the sets that you want to see. So let me know in the comments over on Rebrickable, since we can't do it here on YouTube. But thanks for watching. I'm going to kick you back to the outro from the video. That's it for Will It Modular episode number 10. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're inspired to turn this off and go build something really cool yourself. Remember, build each other up, don't tear each other down. Happy building.